It was actually a reasonably productive night in the end. I ended up having 2 fish. Jesus Christ, that was hot. Whew. I can roll on a solid bag, just going to flick it out. It's only 5.5 wraps, very close in. And I'll be able to show you it that time, this time. Blah, 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 blah. Right, welcome to a new video. We are back on the bank. You join me in the Cotswolds, and I'm on one of my club ticket lakes. It's part of the South Cerney Angling Club, and I'm currently on Ham Pool. Now, I've not been there very long. Been there about 30 minutes maybe, and I've had a bit of a walk around. It's very, very busy. It's actually a Friday evening, so it is really busy, as you can probably imagine. And I thought I'd come up and see if I could have a little go tench fishing, see if I could try and get amongst a few on this lake. So I've done a little bit of tenching on there in the past, not a lot, but I've, generally speaking, actually done pretty well. I've had quite a few fish, and they've always been a pretty good average size. So there's actually some really good ones in here. They go over double figures, and in times past I've heard of people having some really big hits of some really nice quality fish. So anyway, I've only got an overnighter. I've got a weekend of family stuff going on. I'm actually going down to Croyd for a night, taking a little one down there to see the beach for the first time, and I've got a meal tomorrow, so I've got to pack up early in the morning to get back. But yeah, I managed to fit in another little session, so I thought I'd come out, do a little bit of tenching on a little overnighter and see if we can get lucky. So anyway, I've pretty much decided on where I'm going to get in, because I've seen a few fish milling about in close, and it is very busy, so swims are quite limited if I'm honest. But the swims that I have found free, only one of them has had what I can see to be any signs of fish. I've seen a couple of tench cruising in close on the marginal shelf, so that's probably where I'm going to get in. So I'm going to start getting a bit of kit out, see if I can find a spot with a deeper, and hopefully catch a few tench. So let's see how we get on. So I've just been flicking the deeper chirp around just to see what's in front of the swim, and it's revealed a lovely little sort of flat little, it's not really a plateau, but it's a little bit of a ledge before it shallows up again. It kind of comes up from about 13 foot, it slowly comes up, and then it kind of levels off for only maybe 2 or 3 feet, I think, and then it comes back up again. It's almost like a little bit of a ledge, and there's been a couple of little fish sat there, and yeah, I don't know if they're tench, if they're carp, if they're bream, but it's a good sign, and I've seen a couple of tench moving around in the margin, so I've got a good feeling it could be a shoal of tench there. So I'm going to put a little bit of bait on it, put a couple of rods on that, and then we'll see how we get on. But we're only doing it overnighter, so hopefully we can have a few fish, and yeah, it'd be nice to get you a few more for the camera. So anyway, I'm going to get the rods out, get some bait sorted, and yeah, let's see if we can catch a few. So that's the spod mix then. As you can see, just a few little bits and bobs in there, some 12mm and 8mm bug boilies. I've then got some 4mm bug pellet, a little bit of hemp, a little bit of sweet corn, and some dead maggots that I had in the freezer left over. I've mixed it all up, give it a good dose of the bug liquid food and also the bug hydro liquid. Mixed it all up, left it to soak for the afternoon before coming up here, and hopefully the tench are looking for a bit of food. So I'm confident we're going to get a few bites. Just have to wait and see what happens. Right, the second rod then is going to be the ever faithful solid bag, just an extra small quarter solid bag with some of the mini cray mix. I've got a little yellow PB wafter, one of the mini ones, on a 1.5 ounce avid lead on a little fluorocarbon boom stem that goes inside it. Absolute mega little tactic this. I need to tie a couple more up, so I've not got any left, so we'll flip this one out there and tie up a few more and have a bit of food. Second rod on the solid bag, just going to flick it out. It's only 5.5 wraps, very close in, but I don't need to be fishing far out. So anyway, let's get out. Right, the rods are out and we are fishing. As you can see, I've got a little bit of a camp set up already. We're fishing out the back of the van, which makes things easy. Although actually, it's not that easy because all my kit was set up on the barrow, so I had to take the barrow out the back of the van, unload the barrow, put it all back in the van so that I could get to it. So actually it wasn't that easy. It would have been easier just to find a swim that I could barrow to, but oh well. It's nice being able to leave all the kit in the back anyway, locked up, nice and safe. But we're going to be sleeping under the stars. We've got the Avid Benchmark X already set up, ready to go. Definitely going to need some sleep because I've done a few night shifts and I had the lad in the day, and yeah, I've only had about, I don't know, 8 hours sleep I reckon the past couple of nights, so it's been pretty tough going, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, we've got 2 rods out just tucked in down there, and yeah, a little bit of bait out there, not too much. Put about 10 or 12 spods I think up at the most. One's on a solid bag, one's on a little leg clip with a little wafter on a D-rig. So someone's just honked the horn, probably to annoy me, but that's the type of anglers you get nowadays, isn't it? No one seems to have any respect for anyone around them, so cheers for that, mate. Anyway, yeah, we've got a few rods out and a bit of bait out there, so hopefully a tench turns up and we'll have something. But I found a lovely little spot. It's a nice little flat sort of bit of a ledge, very, very small, maybe 3 or 4 foot long at the most, I would have thought, but it was the only bit of feature I could find. It was about 5.5 wraps out in this little swim, which I don't think probably gets fished that much. It's very tight in there, to be honest. Most of the swims on there are really open because people park their cars behind them, but this is a lovely little swim. So I've seen a few tench milling around in close, which is why I decided to get in there. So hopefully they're up for a bit of food. So anyway, I could do with a bit of food, so I'm going to make some food, have a cider, chill out for a few hours, and get in a bag, get some sleep, and hopefully get woken up by a tench. So we'll see how we get on. Right, morning. So, nice bit of sun this morning. Makes a change to the bit of rain that we had a few hours ago. So, it was actually a reasonably productive night in the end. I ended up having 2 fish. They weren't very big. They were about, I don't know, £5 maybe. I didn't actually get them out in the end. So, the first one went off at about 2:30 in the morning. And I went to get the camera out to do a bit of footage. The battery was flat, and I'll be honest, that absolutely just, well, it just destroyed my motivation to try and do anything. I was so tired as it was. I said at the start of this video, I was feeling really tired, needed some sleep. It's been a really busy set of shifts this week. Having a little one as well, and I was just knackered, and to be honest, as soon as that happened I just couldn't be bothered. So I don't know if you know much about videography and that sort of thing, but it takes quite a lot of messing around trying to get the camera and that level, get everything focused in, get the light levels right at night. It's really difficult, and it does take a lot of messing around. And then if the fish don't want to play ball, then it takes quite a bit of time and work to do it. So if it was a bigger fish, you know, if it's somewhat decent, I would have probably done it, but because it was only a little one, I couldn't be bothered. And to be fair, I ended up having another one about an hour later. So I had that first fish on a solid bag. I think it was a PB wafter from memory. I think I had the other one on a Fruitalicious, but they're both on the left hand rod and the solid bags. And the other one basically happened about an hour later. I'd got settled in the bag, and then the same rod went off again, and I had another one. It was quite interesting though. The first fish was quite old, quite wrinkly, quite scarred up, and then the second one was almost new. It looked really clean, really fresh. So I don't know whether one was a lot older than the other one, but they were both same sort of size, give or take a little bit maybe. But they were both about £5, maybe a bit more, I don't know. But yeah, I ended up getting them in the net and then just unhooking them and just letting them go. So unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of them, but it was still nice to get a few bites. So yeah, I ended up just getting in the bag. I nearly didn't put the rod back out again, but I did in the end. I put another bag out. I did tie up a couple of solids before getting in bed, so I had one ready, so I flicked it out again. But it didn't go off, which is probably just as well, because I really needed to sleep. But I ended up getting woken up by a bit of rain. I slept under the stars. We had a bit of drizzle this morning. I ended up getting woken up by a bit of rain, so I ended up packing everything down, chucking it in the back of the van. And I've pretty much just been sat in the van this morning, keeping out of the rain. So we've had quite a bit of rain. So anyway, so far though, nothing else has really happened. So hopefully something will happen in the light and I can get a bit of footage to show you. But yeah, it's been a little bit dire, to be honest, other than that. But I've actually got a cool little bit of footage. Me and Hugh went out for a really quick little session. We were trying to get a little bit of footage for an urban video, but my missus and a little one come along, and the idea was we were trying to get a bit of footage with him. And we went to a little urban lake, and unfortunately it didn't happen. The lake really wasn't fishing well. We didn't see a lot of opportunity, and we cut it short after about an hour of walking around. Mrs. went home with the little one, and we went on to another little day ticket, and Hugh ended up catching one stalking out the margin. So check this out. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, fish on! I can get it if you want. Hey! Bit of stalking.
In the jungle.
That's at 1 minute.
Whoa.
From putting the bread in to getting a bite.
Woo. There we go. Got any extracted there, boy? Right then, well, me and Shaun have just come down for a couple of hours on a local little pond, and yeah, stalked this one out the edge on a bit of bread. Bit of a jungle of a swim, should we say, but yeah, it didn't take long. Slip it back, get off home, happy days.
So yeah, Hugh had that one stalked out the margin, which was really cool. Wasn't a big fish, but it was a good bit of fun, just for probably about an hour's fishing. I think we walked around a little bit and managed to find that opportunity, some fish right in the reeds. They were really tucked up under the bank, and he managed to lower in a little bit of bread, and yeah, I had that one quite quickly after putting the bread in. I think it took about a minute from start to finish, but yeah, cool little bit of fishing, bit of fun and that. So nothing too exciting, but it was nice to get out on the bank again. So yeah, like I said, I've had a couple. I've just been sat in the van this morning, tying up a few spare rigs, and tying up a few solid bags for my next session, whenever that's going to be. But this weekend I'm going down to Croyd, and I'm hopefully going to do a bit of surfing and introduce the lad to the sea, which is cool. You guys might not know, but I do like a bit of surfing. I absolutely love water-related sports. And as well as fishing, I've got a few other hobbies and interests as well, which I do outside of fishing. So yeah, I'm hoping to take him down, get him down on the beach, introduce him to the sea, and yeah, do a bit of that really. So I'm going to take the surfboard. I don't think there's meant to be much surf, but I'm going to take the surfboard and sit him on it and see what he thinks. So I think he'll probably quite enjoy it, to be honest. But anyway, I haven't got too long left. I've got about an hour and maybe an hour and a half, so hopefully something will happen before going, and I'll get some on camera for you. But if not, it's been nice to get on the bank, get a bit of fresh air, had a couple of fish, but yeah, we'll see what happens. But if something happens, I'll catch up with you in a bit. So nothing's happened on the right hand rod, so I've just reeled it in, taken the leg clip off, put on a solid bag. This is my solid bag setup. So inside there I've got an Avid lead, 1.5 ounce lead, and I've actually got a Gemini fluorocarbon boom in the lead stem. I prefer that. A lot of places don't allow leaders and that sort of thing, and also the wire stem that they come with I really don't like, so I changed it for one of the Gemini fluorocarbon booms. 1.5 ounce inline lead, and then a short sort of 3-inch hook length with a small wafter on there. If I show you, there's the little wafter, little Fruitalicious, and then it's got some of the DNA mini cray mix. So I'm going to just flick it to the right to swim on a little shallow area of ground. The sun's come out, it's warmed up a little bit, so you never know, there might be the odd tench looking around up on there. So we'll give that a go for the last sort of half an hour and see if we can get one on that. Right then, unfortunately it's time to go home. We didn't have anything else this morning. The kit's back in the van, swim's all clear, and that's me done. So thanks for watching the video. Unfortunately didn't have too much fishy content, but it was nice to get out on the bank. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you do, remember to subscribe to the channel. Also check out the Instagram and Facebook at The Fishing Bloggers. I'm going to get going. If you're getting out, be lucky, and we'll see you back out on the bank again soon. Until next time. Blah, 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 blah.